Welcome to the DeFi Standard. This is Mickey B. Fresh.
And Patty XRP.
All right, so we have some exciting news today. The Bifrost Wallet test flight beta is out. So for all of you who signed up to the Bifrost beta and put in your email, check your inboxes because you have the ability now to test out the Bifrost Wallet, and it actually uses real XRP. There's the ability to use test XRP on there. But now, what do you think about this first iteration of the Bifrost Wallet here? And what we're going to talk about is a few key features that make the Bifrost Wallet unique and why it is designed specifically for the Flare network, but also for XRP, Ethereum, XLM, Doge, and LTC as well.
Yeah, so with that, Mickey, the app looks pretty nice, and we put out a little short video earlier today showing what it looks like. We'll play that during this broadcast again. If you didn't sign up for the beta, they'll have an official launch of the application coming out, but you can basically get any token that's on the Ethereum blockchain available in the app already. You can also send XRP, like Mickey was saying. I did that this morning and created a new wallet. Additionally, you will be able to import any 12 or 24 word seed phrases into the wallet application as well. They're going to have a DApp browser. So with this, for like, let's say for Flare Finance, you'll have kind of web pages on the internet that you go to interact with the blockchain, and you'll be able to pull those up like immediately within the app. You can search through Google in the app, and then you can bookmark those so you can get to them more easily in the future. And additionally, you can also connect to stuff with your camera using like QR codes if you pulled open the application like on your computer and you scan it with your phone, and that will allow you to connect that way as well. So that's cool. Plus, they're going to be storing all your private keys directly on your smartphone device. So, you're really in control of it in that way. And somebody would have to get into your phone and then into the back end of the Bifrost Wallet application to show that. So that was good to see as well. But yeah, no, it's going to be able to hold tons of assets, Mickey. We know it'll be able to hold all the F assets, all the Flare network assets. It has all the Ethereum ones as well. And I'll be looking in the future to see them add more stuff for different DeFi ecosystems out there, since they were, really talking about it as being a multi-chain wallet application into the future.
Absolutely. It also says in here it's going to hold NFTs and different digital collectibles. So for the future, on Flare Network and the XRP Ledger, I think that's important. There's one thing I've been getting a lot of questions about, and I want to just address this. The ZUM wallet is only for the XRP Ledger. The ZUM wallet will not, and I repeat, will not be compatible with the Flare Network. It will not integrate with Spark. It will not integrate with Songbird. It will not integrate with any of the dApps on Flare Network. That is strictly for the XRP Ledger. So you could keep your ZUM and you want to. That's the best wallet probably for integrating with the XRP Ledger. Bifrost here is specifically designed to be a dApp browser and a mobile Web3 wallet to connect with the Flare network and Songbird. And not just with the networks, with the FTSO, so that you'll be able to delegate to signal providers right from the Bifrost wallet. You'll also be able to mint F assets right from the Bifrost wallet. And you'll be able to connect to Flare Finance, Probity, and Trustline right from your Bifrost wallet. So everything right there. You could set up nice little bookmarks. And Patty's going to show this video that he set up this morning.
Or let me get that pulled up. And
it's a really slick interface.
Yeah. So I'm just going to, basically what I did here is scroll through everything so you can just see what it looks like if you weren't fortunate enough to get the beta test application or you didn't sign up for it. This is like the NFT collectibles page. This is where you can do the dApp browser. You'll see me search for Flare. I added the DeFiStandard.com in there if you guys are interested in that. And then they'll have other ways to like import different wallets and stuff like that. And you can see how many tokens are already available within the wallet that you can store there. So That's pretty awesome. There's more than I even know available already. There'll be the ability to add custom tokens in the future. So, like, let's say somebody just made a random token on Ethereum for whatever, maybe some really small use case. You could potentially add that in the future. So, I think that'll be cool. But yeah, that was a quick run through of it. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's pretty easy to navigate. There's a lot of different things you can do on there. As far as like, let's say, minting F assets and FTSO delegation, I'm still not entirely sure if that will be something that they build the functionality into the app, or if like Flare Network is designing some kind of portal that you would go to just like you would Flare Finance or Trustline or Probity or something like that. So we'll just have to see how that is once Songbird goes live. They'll have like all the Flare aspects available. They're just waiting until the blockchain is actually out there.
Now, this wallet will have to be connected to those dApps. So you will have an interface for, say, Flare Finance, and say that's on your desktop. So to link this mobile wallet to that, you would scan the QR code onto the Flare Finance, and then your wallet would be linked right to the Flare Finance. And then when you wanted to sign transactions or something, you could do it over your mobile wallet and then actually utilize the interface on your desktop or laptop. So, it's a 2-device thing. You won't necessarily have to do that. You probably will be able to do everything from your mobile, connecting this web wallet, this mobile wallet to, the Flare Finance mobile site, which will have a different interface. But these are, just so everyone understands, if you're not familiar with DeFi, there's the Web3 wallet, which this is Bifrost. Then there's the dApp interface, and that's a separate, website. And this Web3 wallet connects to that interface. All right. So if you're not familiar with that, that might be something new. For example, like Zum doesn't do that. Zum would connect to zum.community. So if you've done that process before, that's similar to how this will work, except these are Web3 wallets. So it's a little different because they use the Wallet Connect standard.
Yep. And for anybody that's wondering, like I'm planning on using this Bifrost wallet. I know Mickey is as well. You don't have to send all your assets over there right now. I just sent 25 FX or 25 XRP just to get a little in there, test it out, see how it's working, and keep it there. I won't be moving the bulk of my holdings over until it's like time to mint F assets, or if I decide to mint some S assets on Songbird, which I'm not really sure if I'll do right now, just because there's no like native built-in rewards for them. And the XFi platform, I don't think will be supporting S assets until Flare Network goes live, and then they'll have those kind of pools over there. So just know you have time. There's no rush. The official wallet will come out here by the time Songbird launches. That's the plan. That's what they've said. I know that it's kind of been dark for a while. So people had been wondering, but nice to see this out already. And then Mickey, we also see Flare Network is, calling on exchanges to respond to them saying that, they're good to go with the airdrop. Otherwise, they're going to have to move on without them starting sometime on Friday. I'm not sure what GMT time is. Maybe it's like in England. That might be UK time, actually.
Yeah, I think it was
So it's
something
like
like
midday UK. Yeah.
Exactly. So just before we move on to that, can I ask you, I know this question is going to come up, and can we just get an answer to, am I going to be able to connect my Ledger Nano to the Bifrost wallet?
No. As of
No.
now, no. There's nothing indicating that. I know there was talks about Toho building some kind of application for Ledger so that they can use it with Flare Network. I haven't seen any headway made on that, and they said that was going to be solely up to Ledger if they decide to go forward with that. What we do know about the Ledger Nano products is that they will have a Spark application. So you will be able to see like your Spark tokens in Ledger Live if you claimed via an Ethereum address within your Ledger Nano. Also, if let's say Songbird comes out and they don't have a Songbird application, either you're going to need to import your seed phrase from your Ledger Nano to a wallet like Bifrost or MetaMask or something, or maybe Decent that supports the Songbird token. Or what you can do, and I'll do a video when this comes time because this is what I'm going to do. Basically, I'm going to hook up my Ledger Nano and connect it to MetaMask. It looks like it's pretty easy, but this is something we can do a video on in the future. And from there, I'll just send over using MetaMask. I'll send over my Songbird tokens to Bifrost, which will be a one-time deal. And that will allow me to use the Songbird tokens in the STSO and however else I want to use it on the Songbird network. So, like in XFi, or if Probity has some kind of application that's going to be launching there.
Now, would you be able to send from just your ledger directly to Bifrost? Because, if you receive these on your Ledger Nano with Ledger Live, you're not going to be able to do anything with them. So you're not going to be able to connect to the Flare network. You're not going to be able to connect to Flare Finance. They're going to have to move off of that Ledger Nano to really be able to integrate or connect it to like MetaMask and then send that to the Bifrost. But you're not going to be able to do much from your Nano Ledger. So I would plan on, even if you keep receiving them there every month, that's fine. But expect that you're going to have to move your Spark or your Songbird off there to a wallet like Bifrost or Decent that's integrated with Flare, because Ledger's just not doing that. And Toho's trying to build an app that will at least the basic functionalities, but it might not necessarily connect to all the dApps. And one thing that Patty and I have talked about is there are a lot of wallets out there, and there are certain wallets that are specifically built to maximize the functionalities of different networks. Bifrost is built for Flare and Songbird. Zum is built for the XRP ledger. Fearless Wallet is built by Sorimitsu Enterprise Company for Polkadot and Kusama. You get the maximum yield. You could stake from there. You could do parachain loan offerings. And then you got Cosmos Station, which is ideal for Kava. It just works really well. You can integrate with the DeFi there. So, I think this is a time where we're getting to use these actual native blockchains and using dApps on them and earning network rewards to really rethink, how do you want to maximize that? Do you want, it's a little more of a pain in the ass to deal with multiple wallets and more seed phrases. But at the same time, if you have a lot of these assets and you want to maximize your yield and network rewards, you probably should have the best wallet or tools to interact with that network. Ledger's great, and Ledger Live lets you interact with some of the networks, but you're using a generic wallet to connect to many different networks. Instead of, I think, personally for me, I'd rather have the best tool for that network. And we're yet to see a wallet. Bifrost has multiple assets it holds, but it's specifically designed for Flare and Songbird. And Zum uses the maximum capability of the XRP ledger. So I have a specific wallet for each network to maximize those functionalities instead of one just generic wallet to hold everything that gives me limited capabilities.
Yeah, and with that, Mickey, so I just want to talk about like which wallets you can use. I know most of this broadcast is about the Bifrost wallet, but right now, things that you can use to interact with Flare is going to be Bifrost, Decent, which is a biometric hardware wallet, and then also MetaMask. And by virtue of being able to use MetaMask, you can use your Ledger Nano because they have that connection function set up. However, this means that, let's say, especially if you have a Ledger Nano S, you're going to have to plug it into your computer every single time you want to take an action on the Flare network. So that could be, especially people that participated in the beta, if you're in Flare Farm and accruing YFIN, constantly, it's being distributed constantly. And that means, like, let's say you get enough every day that you want to pull it out and then put in the governance staking pool. That's going to require you to have your Ledger Nano on you plugged into your computer so that you can hook into MetaMask and then use MetaMask to link into the Flare Finance application. So for me, that seems like a lot to do, especially with how many actions I could potentially take on the Flare network. Whenever you click a button, that's interacting with the underlying blockchain on these dApp interfaces. And that's going to require you to do some kind of signing to either claim assets, send them somewhere else, or do whatever else you're going to do with them. So it doesn't seem like the most viable option to go Ledger Nano, hook up to MetaMask, and then do everything that way. But that's the only way you can use the Ledger Nano and get into Flare Network dApps or any of the applications there. So I think that's really important for people to know. Decent is a hardware wallet, and they're building their own solutions for you to connect to the Flare network and use it. I do know like people in our Patreon that like it a lot, especially if you want that added security layer of a physical device. I can totally understand that. And then
You
I
also
guess,
don't have to plug into the internet with the decent.
yes, yeah. So that's a big point too. But yeah, however, so like I will be doing the Ledger Nano connect to MetaMask to send my Songbird tokens, but that's a one-time airdrop, and we'll cover that when we get to that point. Otherwise, there's going to be a Spark application on Ledger Nano, which is where the majority of my claiming was done. And I'll just start by sending my Spark airdrop from there once a month over to my Bifrost wallet so that I can utilize it on the Flare network. There may be a point where I just import the whole wallet into Bifrost. I just don't want to do that at this point as I'm doing some dot staking currently and want to figure out that situation before moving assets around and everything. But yeah.
Yeah, so this is exciting times as we're getting close here to the Flare Network launch and the Songbird. So I think on that note, we're going to wrap it up, Patty. Keep this nice, short, and sweet.
Cool. Yeah. So this is the DeFi standard. I was Patty XRP,
And I'm Mickey B. Fresh, and we're
and
out.
we're out. See you guys.